Hello everybody, welcome to Affluent Lifestyle Planning. My name is Lo, and today I'm going to be planning out my weekly spread for the first week in April. First full week in April. In continuing with my Rongrong sticker book tour, this week I am going into the I Can and I Will sticker book. Last week it was the Black Girl Magic. This week this is what we're looking at, and I'm going to be going into Mojo Jojo spring boxes, the Happy Planner black and white, and then I have this here. But you know what? I can't be sure that I pulled from this sticker book. Let's pretend I never pulled this out. I think I was going to pull from it, but that was a fail. So these are going to be the three main books that I pull from today. What I didn't realize when I first started working or pulling from the Mojo Jojo, not Mojo Jojo, when I started pulling from here, I didn't realize that this is it's seasonal, so that's cool, I guess. Some of the stickers that I choose aren't necessarily springy. I just like the colors and how they go together. So when I was looking through it before, I figured, oh, that's an interesting color combination. And let's do this one. And I like this one, but I feel like with these colors, I want to see if there's a different color. Oh, huh. Okay, yes, let's keep on going through. Really like what this says. Work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. And that reminds me of this whole move in silence thing that I'm doing, that I'm attempting to do. So as far as the YouTube goes, a lot of people have been asking me about what these personal projects are. So my friends and family and whatnot, what are these mysterious personal projects? And I am being a little bit mysterious about it because it hasn't manifested the way that I see it in my head yet. So I don't want to talk about it yet. Not to be, you know, mean or anything like that. I'm waiting for it to explode the way that I see it in my head. And right now I just want to continue to work hard on it, and then we go from there. And this is really cute. I like how she has them cut out for the corner already. You know, purple is my favorite color, you already know. Oh, and this page, I need to be able to do something with these. Look at these shoes, sharp. Okay, and trying to give you a flip through, and I know you've probably seen a dozen flip throughs already, but it is a sticker book tour, so I'm gonna flip through it while I'm looking for what type of sticker I might put in my spread. I like this. I am stronger than my problems. I don't know if I should be claiming problems, but if they come to bother me, I'm stronger than them anyway. Just like I did with the Black Girl Magic, I like that the title of the sticker book is there, but this isn't the color that I want to use. So I want to see if there's, oh, how did I miss this? It's really pretty. I think, yeah, all of these are pretty much hitting it good. Right, so what I was saying is I want to see if there is a book or a sticker that says I can and I, oh, okay, so this one says I can and I will. I'll see if I can use it instead of that one, for example. So these very much remind me of fall winter. Got the fall winter vibes. See what happens. And we are going to try our level best not to tear any of these darn stickers, because it's been weekly for me now, tearing these stickers. Okay, so let's put this in the corner here. Oh, that fit perfectly. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna have to white some things out, but let's get her, like, how far down do I want her? You know what? For the last spread that I did, it was like a triangle over here. So a triangle here and a triangle here. So what I'm gonna do this time around is just have it kind of going through the entire spread, like a diagonal path across the spread from bottom left to top right. So how is everybody? How are you all doing? I'm just thinking, like, I can't be silent because that wouldn't make for an entertaining video. And I'm thinking about the things that have happened in the past, has it been a week since yeah, because I did the Black Girl Magic. So if that was for the final week in March, then only a week has passed by. And in such a small amount of time, there's just been a bunch of nonsense, both personal, not too much personal, but definitely in the public. I wasn't even going to talk about it because honestly, at the end of this whole diatribe that you're about to hear, who cares? Should I do that or should I do that? Because the one that has like a little purple to it, kinda. Oh, and then this one matches that one a little bit better. Let's do the darker one for now. Okay. Now, where was I? I was talking about, right. I was saying I wasn't going to talk about this, but it seems like, I don't know, ever since they started, what's her name? Jada Pinkett Smith started that whole, what do you call it? The red table talk. They've just been wanting us to be in their business. And I think some celebrities really thrive off of that. And I decided a long time ago that I honestly and truly just don't care about the whole celebrity phenomenon, which is really funny and a coincidence. If I find it, I'm going to link it below. Every now and again, I sign into Yahoo, just, you know, see what's going on. And in Yahoo today, there's just this random article. I can't remember. Oh, no. It was about how there are things that are considered normal that I don't choose to participate anymore. So the author was like, these things are considered normal and I'm just not going to participate in it anymore. So I was like, okay, cool. And one of those things that is considered normal is the whole, what do you call it? Why am I having such a hard time speaking? The whole celebrity thing. Like, they're just people. And you have some people who know from beginning to end the whole life story of these celebrity people. And I've reached a point where I just don't care. Like, they don't know me. They don't even know I exist, and me as in the majority of us who are consuming what they put out, but do not put me, I'm actually going to use the rainbow book. don't put me in the same category as those out there who really go hard for these celebrities. But yeah, they know from birth to present what's going on with these celebrities, and I just don't get it. And so the I feel like I can't speak. So the author was basically saying of the article that I was reading, they were saying, yeah, this is just something that I have since stopped participating in, and I am not going to participate in any further any longer. And that's just the idea that I need to know all this random information about celebrities. So all that was really difficult to get out. The whole reason I brought it up in the first place is, you already know, the slap heard around the world. Will Smith came out his whole self and smacked Chris Rock. I'm quite sure that I don't need to go into it. I know I don't. Now, where can I put this? If I put this here, then I'm gonna need something right here just to continue the triangle. And you know what? I'm gonna make that work. I'm gonna figure it out when the time comes. But, oh, of course, gosh darn it, I swear to God, it's every single time I've torn the sticker. Am I surprised? No. Am I disappointed? Yes. Anyway, let me just get this darn thing on here. Every single time. I gotta stop claiming it. I think that's the problem. I'm claiming the fact that when I plan, a sticker will be torn, and I am making it happen. The universe is honoring my thought, and I need to change my thought. So that's going to be the last sticker that I tear while I'm doing a spread. Oh, careful. Be careful with your words. That's going to be the last sticker I stare. Oh, Lord, now I can't speak. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I ain't tearing any more stickers. So back to what I was saying before about the slap. I don't care. However, while I was minding my own business, this story came up, and it said something about Will Smith is going to resign from the Academy, and that struck me as a little bit odd. And remember, I have no idea how the Academy works or anything like that. I am not a member of the Academy. I don't act, blah, 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 any of that. But I thought it was a little bit weird, because how do you, were they employed, like, are actors employed by the Academy? Is that why he's resigning? And how exactly does that work? So you resign, and then what? Do you have to give back any and all awards from the Academy that you've won? And on top of that, what is the real, what do you call it? What's the consequence for Will Smith? Because there's gonna have to be a consequence, right? Not that I care, but I'm thinking that there's gonna have to be a consequence. So, as far as Chris Rock goes, yeah, he got slapped on national TV, and you have these things just coming up, the blurbs every now and again about how he feels and him speaking out about the whole situation and blah, 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 blah. And the final concluding thought that I have about the whole thing, understanding that honestly I don't care about that, it's still wrong, you know? That thing came out in public, and there's a bunch of things that are coming out in public because we're in this new, you know, digital age where you can get information and get stories in the snap of a finger. So now that it's out in public, yeah, it's gonna be addressed. He's choosing not to sue, and fine, don't sue. That's up to you. It's not like it was me. If it was me, my son and I were having a conversation in the car, and I was like, this is gonna sound really stupid, but I was like, come find me and smack me, and I promise you, I will sue. But Chris Rock has disposable income in the millions, so something like that happens to him, he can choose whether or not he wants to, you know, pursue legal consequences against what's his name, the dude that started all this nonsense. I'm thinking that this can go right here. And honestly, in this conversation that I'm having, I have went on way more than I feel comfortable, because I can't sit here and say, I don't care, and then I'm spending 15 minutes on the topic. These people, you know, God bless them. They have a talent. They're sharing it with the world. They're making money. I don't think that they should be making as much money as they are in comparison to some of these other professions that aren't being compensated properly. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and toot for teachers. Teachers are so underpaid, crazy underpaid. I remember, was it Dave Chappelle who did a sketch about the teacher draft? And these teachers in the draft, like, first of all, they wanted these teachers. They were kind of fighting over, not fighting, but respectfully trying to recruit these teachers into their service, just like the basketball players and the football players for different sports drafts and whatnot. And I'm like, yes, that's basically how it should be for teachers. And I guess I wouldn't be as, I'm not annoyed, I'm not frustrated or anything, but I wouldn't be as cognizant as I was about the disparity between how much a teacher makes and how much these people, what are they called again? Actors, actresses, even the sports, you know? So I guess I wouldn't care, but the difference in pay, like you have some teachers, for example, who have to get second jobs just to make ends meet. And it's insane to me, insane. But hopefully it changes. And I know that's like a very, I don't know, it doesn't really mean much when I say, oh, hopefully it changes. But honestly and truly, what can I do about that? I don't know. And then you had this fool, that was rude, I shouldn't say that. This guy kind of went in on teachers during his tenure as governor of New Jersey. His name was Chris Christie. At least this is how I was given the information, and you read the stories, and we all know that the media can be biased at some time. So if I'm reading from a particular outlet, they're going to do it from their point of view instead of impartially. Totally acknowledge that. But the fact of the matter is, he kind of sorta did run on the fact that teachers, I don't know, are privileged, or I don't know, whatever. But yeah, teachers need to start making the same amount of money that our celebs are making. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. And yeah, that's enough for politics. I think that I talked long and hard about politics, some entertainment news. I got another personal funny story, so I think I'm going to go ahead and share that, and then you all can tell me, should I be laughing at this or do I need to check myself? let me start the story by saying we are cool. Everything is okay. We've made up. We're friends again. But I was going out on a double date with a friend and her man. And I was invited along and asked if I wanted to bring my guy along, and I said sure. So we're supposed to meet at the venue at 10:30. And of course, between my friend and I, we're running late. We were going back and forth about how, like, what are we going to wear? Because first of all, it's the first time that I've ever been to something like this. So I didn't know what to expect, what to wear. And no, I'm not going to go into detail about what we were doing. It was safe and it was legal. That's all that matters. And yeah, so I didn't know what I wanted to wear. And she also wanted to pack a bag so that she could stay at her boyfriend's house. Like, she wasn't planning on going back home that evening. And then there was a lot of stuff that was going on in my house. I'm trying to figure things out. And before you know it, it was 10:28. When I tell you that I looked at the time and it was 10, I looked at the time and it was 9, I think it was like 9, what time was it? So it was 9:58, and I said, okay, so she's getting ready in one of the spare rooms, and I said, okay, so it's 9:58. I'm gonna go upstairs, put my shoes on, and then we have to go, because in order to get to the place on time, we had to leave at 10. So I went upstairs, put my shoes on, started gathering my things. I looked at the time and it was 10:28. I couldn't believe it. It was 10:28. And I went back downstairs and I was like, we gotta go now. And as I'm saying, we have to go now, my guy is calling me and there's like a bunch of stuff happening in the house. It's super loud. And so I pick up the phone and I'm like, I'm gonna call you right back. And then he starts talking to me while my friend is talking to me, and my son is making noise in the background. And so I say a second time, I'm gonna call you right back. I'm gonna call you right back. Let me get my thoughts together before I continue with this story, because this is good. I want something right here, and it's gonna be decorative. Okay, so I don't know exactly where I was, but I said, I'm gonna call you right back, and I hung up the phone. So we got in the car and we are traveling. I send a text that says, he sent me a text that said, yo, I'm sitting here in the car. You're not letting me know what's going on, but that's okay, and whatnot. And I could tell, there's a little sarcasm there. I like this. And there was a little sarcasm, and I got it. So we were sitting in the car getting ready to leave, and I basically just wanted to respond to his text. I said along the lines of, no, it's not okay, I'm sorry, I apologize, I'll make it up to you, like, we're on our way, we'll be there very soon, and I'm gonna make it up to you. And then after I sent that text, I was going to put in the the directions, and then we were on our way, right? As I sent that text, he sent the same text. He sent another text. So they basically crossed in the air. And I guess I didn't respond fast enough. And he goes, okay, I'm going home. This is crazy. This is not cool. You're not letting me know what's going on. I'm sitting here, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, okay, that's it. So I acknowledge that I was wrong. I don't even know why I'm telling this like I want you all to be on my side, because I feel like his reaction was over the top, not over the top, but just, chill. Ah, God. And now that I'm saying all this out loud, I was wrong, because the entire time I'm getting ready, I could have sent a message that said, hey, running late, sorry about that, here's the ETA, we haven't left yet, so don't leave yet, just to keep him updated on what was going on. So you know what, this story was meant to garner your sympathy, and I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. So we ended up not going out that night, which honestly I thought, seriously, we could have still went out. Like, you could have been mad at me and we could have went out, but at that point I was over it, and I really didn't want to go out anyway. So I kind of used his reaction as an excuse to stay home. And I'm not saying that that's a good thing. I am too much of a homebody and I need to get out. So anyway, we didn't speak to each other for the rest of that night. I went to the place. I think I stayed about 45 minutes, and I said, you know what, I'm going home. And I had a bad attitude. I feel bad. I really feel bad. I've got to apologize to my friend and let her know that the attitude that I had nothing to do with her. It's just a whole sucky situation. The whole situation kind of sucked, and it was my fault. All I had to do, why did I white out this whole, oh Lord. And now that I put this here, I'm not even feeling it like that, but I'm gonna leave it because why not? Okay, and I want to put something right here, and I want to put something over here. Right, so I woke up to a text the following morning, and I responded to his text, and because I had apologized the night before, and I apologized that morning, and I said, yeah, you know, that was messed up. I could have done better with keeping in communication with you, and and I felt like he was just harping on the situation, and I didn't know, like, how many times do you want me to apologize for the same thing? So I said, I am going to respectfully remove myself from this conversation. And that's when he called, and we basically talked about it. He said, don't do it again. And I said, I'm not going to do it again. We talked about some things that had been bothering me about his behavior. And before you know it, we were just talking about, like, whatever, like we usually talk. So yeah, that's what happened. Just wanted to put my business out there. I think it's more of a processing thing. Y'all, I am not feeling this spread at all. It's not ugly, but I don't know. There's something about it that's just, I think it's the colors. Because it's not very springy. Now I'm just putting things. I'm gonna take these two butterflies, and I'm gonna put this butterfly here. Take that, put this one back. I don't particularly want to remove it, because these Rongrong stickers are no joke. Let me see. Okay, and then I'm gonna remove this because I found a better sticker that matches more with the decor. Let's jump into this book right here. I went through it very quickly, and there's some specific things that I want to take from it. And that is I want the note to self listed out and breathe. Isn't note to, yeah, here goes note to self. And I realized that the color scheme completely changes. So now I'm pulling in some gray with these stickers, but I wanted gold lettering. I think in the little bit of time that I have left, because I am trying to be mindful of how long these videos are, I want to talk really quickly about this movie that I watched today. The movie is called 2, and it's I think it's a Spanish language movie. Craziest thing I've seen so far, and I've watched some pretty bonkers movies, but this movie was basically a man and a woman, boom, stitched together at the abdomen, and there's some sort of connection between the two of them, but we really don't find out what that connection is until later on in the movie. And I just remember at the end of it, I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I didn't like it. Was silly. And for some reason there's these movies, I don't know when this 2 came out, but there's these movies coming out about people being stitched together, and what is the draw for that? I don't think I'm going to be using this. I'm going to put that one back. Oh, and then before I go, I watched this other movie. David Duchovny was in it, and I love David Duchovny from the X-Files fame. That's when I first discovered him, and I was a huge fan of the X-Files back in the day. Kind of dating myself, but whatever. I really liked that show. I watched him in a movie called Bubble. That movie was hilarious. There's this one scene where the characters do a bunch of illicit substances and Keegan-Michael Key, I think that's his full name, he's one of the characters. He's running off to go get help, and he's like, I'll be right back, and he stands up and does backflips out of the room, and I was just like, I had to replay that scene over and over again. It was hilarious. But yep, those are the movies that I watched this week. I think every time I do this, I'm just going to share the movies that I watched. Yeah, why not? So I would say, if you can, unless you're super curious, don't watch 2. It's a waste of time. And definitely watch Bubble. And that is what it looks like in the what do you call it, in the planner with the rings. I'm not, 100% fan, especially with this like out the blue gray over here, but look, I'm glad I put it together. It's starting to grow on me. We'll see how it works out this week. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you're new here, go ahead and click on that subscription button. Watch some more videos. I've got some budgeting videos as well. And if you are returning, like I said in my previous budgeting video, nothing but love. Thank you for coming back for a little bit more of some of my videos. That all being said, this is Affluent Life, giving you a friendly reminder to live life affluently. Bye.